Hey guys, today I want to share how I got rid of PMS for good. Back in the day, I used to have the worst PMS. I used to have horrible mood swings. I would cry for no reason at all, and I was crying all the time. It seemed like my emotions were completely out of control. They were up and down. I used to get headaches really bad and eventually developed hormonal migraines that were absolute torture. My body would start to feel ill all over. Sometimes I would just feel like I was going crazy because with the hormones bouncing around and fluctuating so much, I had no sense of stability. I really was completely out of balance. During my cycle, my cramps would be so bad, I would be doubled over in pain, and I would have to take so much over-the-counter medication. My cycles were really heavy and unpredictable. They would usually come about every 21 days instead of every 28. So you can imagine during those 21 days how up and down I was. Of course, I also had bloating and acne, which are common PMS symptoms as well. This was very frustrating, and I know a lot of women out there are experiencing the same thing and are going through the same frustration. So that's why I want to share with you today how I got rid of all of that, and I feel so much better. And it's been 7 years of feeling great. When I switched to a raw food diet, so much of this changed. My body became so balanced, so calm, so happy. I stopped getting the PMS, the crazy emotional ups and downs, and the mood swings just disappeared. I stopped getting that ill feeling that would come over me, and honestly, I would get a feeling of complete doom and gloom. It just was like this black cloud that would just pour over me. And when I started eating a raw food diet, I started to feel so much lighter and happier, and when my cycles would come, I would not have that overwhelming sense of doom, and I still don't. My cramps started to disappear. I remember the first cycle I had after being raw for, I think, just a month or two, and I had absolutely no pain, no PMS, no bloating, no discomfort beforehand. It was like I wasn't even having a cycle practically. One of the things I began incorporating into my raw food diet that I found to be tremendously helpful with balancing out my hormones was raw organic apple cider vinegar. I would just put about a tablespoon in my salad dressings at night that I would make and have that on a regular basis, and it wasn't even every day, but it was almost every day. The biggest thing that I noticed that this helped with was not only getting rid of the cramps, but getting rid of the hormonal migraines. It just completely wiped them out. I believe all the processed foods that I was consuming on a standard American diet, as well as the non-organic produce that contained pesticides and herbicides, which mimic estrogen in your body and create these giant imbalances in your hormonal system. That, on top of the exceptionally high sodium and high fat content in my standard diet, also played a big role. The consumption of animals and animal products like meat and dairy, I firmly believe that everything is energy, and when we consume animals, we're also consuming their energy. And the energy that they're experiencing right before they're killed for food, we're ingesting that fear, that frustration, that anger, all of the energy that they felt, whatever circumstances they were living in, which are pretty much never good, we're consuming all of that energy as well. And I feel like a big part of the doom and gloom that I was always feeling around the time of my cycle had to do with the energy that I was taking in from the animals I was eating. Now, that could be totally wrong. That could be just a woo-woo explanation, but I really do believe that that has an impact on our bodies. And when you think about the over-the-counter medications like Advil, Tylenol, Midol, and all of those products that affect your liver, they destroy your gut. All of it just creates this domino effect of downhill health from the bad diet and the over-the-counter medications. It leads to complete imbalance. So by following a raw food diet or a high raw food diet and keeping your foods really clean and healthy, full of nutrition, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and really good energy from the sun, not taking over-the-counter medications, instead using essential oils like clary sage or rose geranium for your cramps, and using lavender for when you're feeling stressed. Things like that can really help. But I found overall that the diet for me played such a big role in changing my whole life and really helping to eliminate PMS, cramps, and balancing my hormones and my cycle altogether. Eliminate processed foods, incorporate more exercise, get plenty of sleep, and really nurture and take care of yourself. I really hope you'll give the raw food diet a chance. Try it for a month just to see how much better you feel, just to see how much better your cycle is. And it may not change after 1 month, but I'm sure a lot of things will change. And if you give it enough time, you'll see that your body will balance out overall, and so many of your health issues that you've been struggling with for so long will just start to disappear, and you will feel like a different person. You'll feel so much better. You'll have more energy. You'll sleep better. You'll be happier. You'll look better. You'll look younger. So I do hope that you'll give it a try and just see how it works for you. And hopefully you will have success in getting rid of your PMS, your cramps, your headaches, and all of that as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your sisters, your aunts, your mom, and all your girlfriends. Let them know that there's a natural solution to their PMS, to feeling good, and to looking their best. Subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram. I post Instagram stories every day of what I'm eating and little life events. I'm at Raw Synergy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.